Metatarsalgia. Proper footwear will help. Hello from the Drew Shoe Corporation. We know a little bit about shoemaking and the benefits of proper footwear. About 145 years worth to be exact. Metatarsalgia. Hard to say and harder to spell, but it hurts. A cramping, burning pain that focuses in the region of the metatarsal bones. Metatarsalgia is a condition in which the ball of your foot becomes painful and inflamed. You might develop it if you participate in activities that involve running and jumping. The main symptom of metatarsalgia is pain in the metatarsal area under the ball of foot. Pain in the ball of foot can be sharp, aching, and burning. Proper footwear can help. Nearly 8 out of 10 Americans experience foot pain. And those who suffer chronic foot pain are significantly more likely to have pain in other parts of the body. A survey of 1,000 adults found that people with chronic foot pain are likely to have other health problems, such as back pain, joint pain and arthritis, knee pain. Initial treatment includes regular icing and application of a pressure bandage. At this point, a change in footwear is recommended. Your feet don't twist. Why should your shoes? Footwear may be the most important component to your treatment. A soft, flexible shoe will worsen the condition and increase pain. Your shoes should be supportive and rigid through the midfoot. So what's proper footwear? Let's start with the midfoot support. A shank is very important in controlling the foot. An added depth shoe with a deep toe box is important to let the metatarsal area spread. And a firm counter controls the rear foot and keeps the forefoot straight. Rest, ice, compress, elevate, and don't forget good supportive footwear. Resting is an important part of the healing process. Icing will help reduce inflammation, compression helps reduce swelling, and elevation improves swelling and pain by preventing blood from pooling. Metatarsalgia is easily treated. Your doctor may recommend that you use a metatarsal pad or a shoe insert. Picking shoes with good soles and a wide toe box and lower heel will help. A rocker bottom may help. After applying the right system and then the proper exercises, you may need to consider orthotics. There are functional orthotics, heat molded, and over-the-counter insoles. Seek the advice of a professional before choosing an insert. Simple exercises may help. Calf stretch, towel stretch, ball roll, but wearing better shoes will help maintain and increase the benefits of exercise. Wear good shoes with fit, support, rest, ice, compress, exercise, orthotics. Now it's time to get that proper footwear. At Drew Shoe, we make your size. Drew offers men's and women's styles. Men's sizes 7 to 16, widths narrow to 6E, and women's 5 to 13, widths narrow to 4E. Any questions? Drew Shoe, problem solved.